Good morning, everyone. Today we are focusing in on our new moon. And thanks so much for following me here underneath Facebook. As well, you can check out my TikTok, Instagram, and of course subscribe to my YouTube channel. So let's see what we can expect here. By the way, I am doing new moon readings for $13. That will be sent directly to your email, and it'll be a unlisted YouTube video that you'll have access to for 30 days. You can purchase this by connecting to me through horsemanreadings@gmail.com. You can e-transfer or you can use PayPal, okay? I'll also be putting up a link through my website shortly at horsemanreadings.com. So new moons are a time of manifesting. Also, if you are a beginner, pro, or VIP in my membership group, we're also going to be doing a new moon ritual. And I do theta healing downloads in and around what it is that you're manifesting. So that can also be really helpful on a monthly basis if you're feeling like you need additional support, okay? Flexibility, adaptability, personal power. Right away, my energy was feeling really low right before I came on. And so I knew that that's related to someone watching. So be careful of that. New moons, one of the things I was just reading up on is that it's actually a time of rest. So typically we think about full moons and exhaustion, but new moons can also be a time where we need to reflect. And so just pay attention to that as the new moon approaches on the 20th. Today is the 15th. And so we're not quite in that energy yet. However, it's great to get thinking about the things that you want to bring in. So, where we're in a Pisces new moon, we have themes. So Pisces typically, because they're a water sign, it makes sense why we might be feeling a little tired because there's a lot of emotions going on, right? If you want to bring something in emotionally, what would it be? So just focusing on that, again, you could even set that intention. Maybe it's just to feel more energetic. Maybe it's just to feel happier. Maybe it's just to feel lighter, something like that. But with the Pisces, they tend to want a lot of things, and that can be exhausting. So remind yourself when you're working on your new moon this month to really keep it extremely simple. Because if you are feeling any type of emotions that are not satisfactory, this is really a time to go inward and really identify with how you want to pursue those goals and dreams, okay? So my recommendation with this new moon is to bring in maybe 2 specific things. So feel free to share in the comments, what are you bringing in with this new moon? Because perfectionism might be something that you're working on. You're just working on being content perhaps with yourself or with where you are, whether it's career, finances. Because a lot of times discontentment can really block us from achieving those goals because we haven't manifested the things that we want quite yet. However, it does take some time. And so with this Piscean energy, it's going to teach you to focus a bit more in on how you're manifesting and understanding the energy behind it all. So for instance, if with this new moon you're bringing in like a sense of calm, a sense of peace, well, what can you start doing that you can measure even that will bring you into that state, okay? Because what are the things that make you feel peaceful? Is it healthy foods? Is it people who are grounding? Is it your animal? Who stresses you out, right? Is it time to start removing those people? So again, we've got a couple things going on. We have to identify with our blocks too. So what are the things that are holding us back, right? And so we don't want to hyper focus on what's holding us back. However, that's where some of the theta healing downloads are important to release those things. So those are things I offer in the membership group. Also with the readings that I'm doing, those might be supportive to start identifying with maybe what you could be potentially focusing on, okay? The other thing too is if you have a tendency to judge, okay, that's only because you're maybe feeling pressure, you're putting pressure on yourself, other people might be putting pressure on you. You might find that with this new moon, you're attracting more health, right? That makes sense where we had New Year's resolutions. We're mid-February right now. But it feels like, again, how can we measure this goal? So if you want to be healthy, what does that look like for you? Start visualizing that. Is it you need more affection in your intimate relationships? That's your sexual health. Or maybe it's like your self-esteem is low, right? So like health comes in so many different forms. So get really specific about that. That's why we have the energy of yellow, which typically represents like our creativity, this openness, this feeling of love and abundance. So when it comes to money, even, you might be feeling like you're crying over spilled milk, right? And so really in the grand scheme of things, that's why I said to keep it simple. Like, how important are these things to you from a scale from 1 to 10? Like, what's most important? Is it your family? Is it your health? Is it your money so that you can have money long term? And if so, why? Why are those things important to you? So it's really going to be a time of prioritizing. So again, this is just general. So that's why I can do the specific readings for you. And again, you can send those e-transfer or PayPal. I'm also going to make a link through my horsemanreadings.com as well, okay? So yeah, pay close attention to how you're feeling emotionally, because this is going to be a water sign new moon. And then also pay attention to how you're feeling physically, because that seems to be coming up, whereas feeling a little tired coming on here, there's just that sense of someone who might need some more peace. So, like we have to raise our vibrations at this time. So this is usually when we do I am statements. This is usually when we do a lot of self-care. So that's why I highlight new moons and full moons, because these are kind of those lunar cycles where it's important to fill our cup back up. So this is a time where we really get to receive. So the self-care comes in. So for $40, I have in-person sessions, and $45, I have a sale going on for my Zoom sessions as well. So it's a great time to take advantage, because that's only going to be happening till the end of February. And then my in-person is back to $95. And I currently charge $75 for, I changed it to 40 minutes, because it was 30 minutes, but I feel like 40 is a significant amount of time to get some work done, right? So the other thing too is, where we're talking about health, this is going to be a great new moon for people to really focus in on their diet a bit more. It seems like everybody right now needs to eat more greens. So go heavy veggie. I'm also feeling like, for myself, I was craving like a ginger carrot soup, something like that. And so it feels like if you have a heightened sensitivity, which if you're drawn to me, you probably do, then be really mindful of the foods that you're craving, and also the colors that are standing out to you. So for instance, green and orange right now are really coming up, okay? And then what's interesting is we have yellow here. So it feels like if you're craving a color around this new moon, there's a lot of information in that for you. So say you've been craving greens, typically that's a representation of someone who feels like deprived of, I'm feeling like prosperity. So, because honestly, it can be expensive to eat well and take great care of ourselves. So there could be something attached to that for someone as well. If you're craving, we'll say like orange, that could be a representation of somebody where I was talking about like sexual health. Also like someone who really needs to work on those blocks and releasing things that are coming up. So again, you could join the membership group. There's just so many different things. So pay close attention to those little details, those little signs with this new moon, and you'll be A-okay. All right. So I hope you found this helpful. I'll leave my information in the comments, and I hope you have an awesome day. Bye for now.